Hello, hello, and welcome. My name is Dina Beth, and I am so excited to help you win more, which is my joy in life. I just really wanted to share this little piece of the journey. So, those of you that know, I did have a doctor tell me last week that the tumors were too much, and there were too many, and two more that they didn't feel like they wanted to do surgery. So whatever you call that, I just choose not to have cancer. I know that's probably the strangest thing you've ever heard, but there is a point where you get to decide just to live, and had an incredible experience recently that I feel like is something that you'd want to hear. And perhaps you know someone who has cancer. Hello Lori, I'm so glad you're here. Perhaps you've experienced cancer on some level. Perhaps you know what it is to live with cancer on some level, and just know that I get you. It is a scary, frightening, painful experience to walk through those sleepless nights and the pain. I mean, I woke up this morning with so much pain. I was just like, okay. So I get it. I get that cancer can really put the scare in all of us. And I really feel like that there's something going on here that I really want to share that I think is going to work. And so I'd love to hear your thoughts, hear your input, hear your experience as we talk about this, because there is a way to beat cancer. We know it's possible. We know there's a way to beat this evil thing. No, it's not evil. This thing, right? This experience. What if it's all grace? What if cancer is meant to teach something that I need to know? What if cancer is a great... cancer came as a lesson to teach me things that I needed to learn that I could not learn any other way. So I was diagnosed with breast cancer it's been about 7 months. So last June, 2019. Doctors, of course, are giving me the ultimatum. You either cut this out or it's over for you, right? So I go back to that same doctor last week and he's like, told you. Told you. You're not going to make it. And I say, well, don't have use for you as a doctor anymore. You're obviously someone I don't want to talk to. So in my robe and in my messy hair, I'm going to share this with you because I believe there's something profound about what's happened here that you would want to know and want to hear about. So beating cancer isn't about carving and cutting. I mean, I was clear with my family, like, I just want to die God's way. You want to carve me and cut me in a million bits? No, thanks. Doctors didn't give me any hope. It was like, well, looks like we're going to need to burn everything, and we're going to need to radiate everything, and we're going to need to cut no, it's just a no. I'm not doing that. So I went to Mexico, got a bunch of treatment there, mostly just a reframe on life, like what would actually serve. And I've really taken it to heart. Like, there has got to be a way. There has got to be an answer that works. So at the beginning of this week, I didn't have enough money last week. Didn't have enough money in my account on Monday to go to the vitamin C drip I needed to have handled. And so I just decided that there's got to be a way, because I know I can win. I know I can beat this. So I reached out to family and friends, and within 3 days I had $10,000 in my account, which is an absolute miracle straight from the divine. And I know at this moment that it's because I have work to do. I have a mission, and it is being brought to my mind and my attention every single day, more and more and more, that I have work to do and I'm not done. So I have 10 grand in my account. Guess what? I get to send off my blood to Switzerland, and Switzerland is going to offer me an opportunity to have my DNA tested. So I will have a strand of DNA that would be pulled up out of my blood and put on the chopping block, so to speak, of the scientists, and they're going to tell exactly which strand has gone awry. Hello, Kelly. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. And once they have that information, they'll send it back to me. And not only will it give me a printout of exactly which DNA strand is out of alignment, but it will also give me the actual remedies that will fix that strand of DNA. That is cool. That is so freaking exciting. This is like cutting edge, so freaking awesome technology. So amazingly, and I would really love to hear your thoughts. Feel free to share with me where you're coming in from. If you're coming in on the replay, please type replay here. Let me know about you. Tell me who it is in your life that is suffering from cancer. I would love, love, love to hear from you and your experience of this incredible, rich, deep, meaningful journey. So, my brother came over yesterday and he taught me something really profound. He has a wife who is just overcoming Lyme disease, and her intent to overcome Lyme has been, she's been struggling for 5 years in some of the most painful, excruciating that you can ever imagine. And she today has declared that she is Lyme free. And then he starts teaching me about how to manage pain. And this part to me is fascinating. Because I woke up this morning in so much pain. I'm afraid of it. I mean, what do you do, right? Your brain is over here trying to make meaning. And it came to me that I needed to apply what he was teaching me the day before, which is to see pain as what it is. It's an uninvited guest, right? So we have pain in our life and we see it as kind of this uninvited guest. Hello, Rose. Welcome, welcome. I'd love to hear if any of you have ever suffered pain on that level, or even know of someone who has suffered pain on that level. I happen to be one that is 100% natural, refusing pain meds right now. My pain medication is to go lay on the ground. I'm one of those hippie people that just, to me, the pain, just being connected to the earth, there's a ton of research that shows that that actually is very healing for us, and that we are separated from the earth by all this rubber and cement, and it's just really not serving our bodies. We need to align ourselves with the earth so that it can heal us. So that's not interesting to you. I totally get it, but it's fascinating to me, right? Because I'm facing the jaws of death and saying there has got to be a way for me to deal with this. So I'm laying in pain this morning, thinking that there's got to be a way, and so I started to breathe through the pain. Really, embrace it as an invited guest, not an uninvited guest. What if the pain is a messenger? What if the pain is sent here to teach me something that I cannot learn any other way? Well, I discovered some things this morning that are profound. And if you've ever known someone who's been laying on a couch delirious, and then suddenly they start having visions, or they start feeling connected to the heavens like no other, and they're just like, it's because they've crossed over the line. There's a line here, and the line is, this is my human spirit, this is my human animal, and what my body is telling me right now is, you will either align with your spirit, Dina, or you will lose. What that means to me right now is, my spirit is done with this brain right here that wants to call all the shots, that wants to live in fear, that wants to shut down, that wants to find all the reasons in the world why my message isn't being heard, and why I need to spin some more, why I need to hide more, why I need to not let people know. What if I reveal to the enemy and the enemy hurts me, right? So we have these ideas about life. They're getting in the way, and my brain has gotten in my way too many times. Not only did my spirit above the line enter my body into a glove. I'm going to put a glove on just for reference. My glove is tattered and worn. I'm almost 48, but hey, I've got rips. My body is telling me, you will either comply to what I'm telling you, or you will lose. So ripped and torn, holy body gets to be put back together. So today, we're going to start a whole new world of, it's called, I'm well. I'm cancer free. Everything in my environment is changing. Anything in my environment that makes me feel sick is going away. I have absolutely declared to my God and myself and my cells that I am cancer free as of now. No longer will I have this in my body, and I choose life. I choose wellness. I choose wholeness. I choose to be complete from stem to stern, and to have my vitality and strength back. Now, I know I'm not in charge, so don't hear that as me being arrogant. I get it. God is in charge of me, and at any moment he wants to take me, he will. But when it comes to my brain, I will either rewire this brain, or my spirit will be done living in this body. because my spirit has been too great and too grand of a soul to live in this tattered, ragged body that won't listen. My brain thinks it's in charge, and it can't be anymore. It gets to be the servant of my spirit, and that is that. And so this Cancer teaches so much about how to live. So I'm going to look at some comments here and see what we're hearing. Husband returned from visiting sister in Ohio. She was diagnosed with lung cancer. They removed parts of her lung and some lymph nodes to do further tests. We'll get results on Wednesday of this week. She was in good spirits. Aww. Though experienced some challenges, expect to be released from hospital in a few days. I love it. So what I encourage you, if you did talk to her, Lori, one thought that comes to mind is just to really lean into the conversation about rich challenges, meaningful challenges, powerful lessons in the works. That's what this is about. It's not about whether we do or die or live or not live. I'm living no matter if I'm alive or not, so I don't worry about that. It's about being willing to embrace the whole, to integrate our spirit. Integrate our spirit. We get to get it, that our job is to integrate this spirit. What that means is let the spirit take the lead. Let the spirit be the lead horse. Let the spirit be the captain of the ship. Let the spirit be the master, and the body follow. We can't do that if we're living in our apps. We all have apps that we're running from, right? They're applications that have been in our way since forever, right? We started out with apps when we were little. The little 5-year-old app is, or younger than 5, excuse me, not 5, because my baby's 5, and she tells me all the time what is and what, how the cow ate the cabbage, because she knows, right? Because when we're younger than 5, we have this whole view of, I don't. You have the answer, I don't have the answer. You're big, I'm small. I need comfort, you can comfort me. You're okay, I'm not okay. We get done with that story and at 5 years old, and we start into the parent brain. So that's the child brain. This is the parent brain. The parent brain sounds like, I know you don't. I'm right, you're wrong. I'm going to show you because you don't know. And the parent brain is a part of our subconscious that we need to become more aware of. We need to recognize when we are living below the line. Below the line is human animal. This programming, these apps are getting in the way of what we want most. And the more we let them, the more difficult it's going to be from here. Let me see what else we have. So just remember that it's all grace. We live in a state of grace from moment to moment to moment. We don't just get to not learn from these experiences. And if we'll recognize them as just lessons, everything below the line is just for our experience. We came here to learn something from being here. We're not going to learn it if we're caught up in the stories that our apps are telling us. Our apps need to be flicked off the screen and changed up for new ones, for apps that will actually serve us and help us get down the road and stop letting road bumps turn into roadblocks. So as you can tell, I'm pretty fired up, even though I need to go back to bed. But there's so much about learning to win that is tied to this concept. So I'm going to wind this down, and if there's any commentary here that you have or Lori, thank you. I'm so glad that's useful to you. Sending you all my best, all of you, for tuning in today. It's such a privilege to know you and connect with you and serve you on some level. And if this has been useful to you or someone that you know that's maybe suffering from, whether it be lung cancer, breast cancer, which is my problem, other types of cancer, please share this. There may be a little morsel of wisdom that can give a little bit of hope to someone who's really struggling right now. And the goal is to win more. The goal is to use this framework to help us win more. And the more we win, and it really is the mind. And I'm doing my utmost best, and I don't know who's out there listening, but to be in Joe Dispenza's, he's got a class going on in Indian Wells. It's just outside of LA. He'll be there on February 10th, and my belief is that being there is going to be the answer for me, because it's going to give me an opportunity to really integrate this, like really, really, really integrate this. Like, let it be like the embodiment of learning to live above the line, learning to allow the spirit to take full say, and teach this brain how to be an obedient servant. That's like teaching a dog. I said, stay, brain. You get to just stay in this space. Stop trying to figure out why this hurts. Stop trying to figure out why you're in pain. Stop trying to make it, what it's not. Stop trying to make meaning out of pain. Well, what if the meaning is to sit still and be quiet and listen? That's what I need to teach my brain. And that's why I believe this conference coming up on February 10th is so vital. So whatever it takes to get me there, I get to be there. They're completely sold out right now. But I'm going to see myself in my seat, like I would love to see many of you and your loved ones in the seat, listening, embodying that information, because it's so essential for getting better. It's almost like we have to wait till the last possible moment. Wait until, we kind of have that, well, that would be nice. Well, that would be nice. Well, my spirit is saying, so what? There's a filled up waiting list. I'm going to this event. And yes, they have 1,000 people on the roster. So what? I'm one of them. So I don't know what's going to take to create that outside of what I'm doing, which is absolutely knowing. But if you know of a way to help me in the door, know that that's where I intend to be. And by the time I get done with that experience, I know I will be a free woman. I'm going to walk cancer-free 100% out of that building. They won't be able to find the cancer when they're done, which is fabulous. That's exactly my intention. Because I choose to live from spirit. I choose to let my body be a servant to this spirit, and my body, or my spirit won't have it any other way. So that would be that. So sending you all my love today. I hope this has blessed you and comforted you and brought you reassurance and support and enlightened your thoughts about this whole experience. What if it's meant to be what it is so that we can learn what we came to learn? What if it's perfect? What if I'm supposed to be at the jaws of death before I make this change, and that's okay too? And what if that's exactly what we need to tell our loved ones and ourselves, is what if we don't have to wait till the last possible moment to get better? What if we can just choose what works right now? And what's working for me right now is aloe vera juice. Literally, I am clearing all of the vitamins and the medicines out of my space, and I've got aloe vera. What else do I have? Aloe vera and avocado with Celtic salt. That's what I'm living on right now. And my body's happy because it's so done with me trying to control this whole thing and make me better. I've been so insistent on, I'm forcing you to get better. You will drink every nasty tea, every unthinkable medicine and enemas and everything else. I just choose to be well. That's enough. That's more than enough. And I choose to put the vitamins and medicines away and only choose the ones that my body says yes to, because I get to choose joy from this moment forward, and I can't wait to take you along for the journey. So thank you for being here for this episode. This will be episode number 1 of the healing journey and how to win more. And we're going to keep having these for as long as I'm still here, because I choose to live out loud. It's not about concealing, it's about revealing. Our job is to learn how to stop being so afraid and stop believing the story that somehow something out there is my enemy. What if it's not? What if I'm safe, surrendering to this experience? And that's where I stand. So blessings to all of us, sending you my very best and all my love. I hope you're having a fabulous day, and I hope this made it even better. Take care. Love you all. Bye-bye.